For a second date update today, thinks he's not getting a call back because of what he chose to eat for dinner.
What?
And let me tell you, when you guys hear what he ate for dinner, you're going to agree because it's crazy.
What are you talking about?
I can't believe that he would actually do this on a date. It's nuts. Out of control, I think,
my gosh.
actually.
I think it's going to blow my mind here in a second.
His name is Kyle. Kyle, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I don't think what I ate on the date was that crazy.
Hey.
But
Before we get into your crazy dinner choice, I first want to know how you met the girl that you went out with.
So I met this girl named Lena at the local bar that I go to. And
Okay.
I was sitting down at the end of the bar, and there was this table. There were like 3 girls there. And I was actually kind of trying to make eyes at one of Lena's friends. But as I walked over, like Lena thought that I had been making eyes at her. And she was really cute. But when I walked up to the table, she looked at me and goes, "Go ahead, give me your cheesy pickup line."
Are you
Oh, really?
serious? I mean, were you excited about that? Or were you like awkward? How do I let her know that I'm actually trying to hit on her friend?
I actually really kind of liked that she just immediately kind of punched me in the nose. Like, I like people that kind of challenges and doesn't just, that tells you there's something special about them.
That should have been your cheesy pickup line. You should have been like, actually, I was wondering if your friend is single. So you walked over there to talk to one of her friends, and she talked to you first, and then you were, I mean, I guess not stuck talking to her because you seem like you like her enough to do a second date update, but you just had to switch your game up and start talking to her.
I just had to switch it up just a little bit. And, my pickup line was, huh? I mean, that was my response.
So,
Yeah, really smooth.
did you guys end up going out or did you just hang out that night?
We had one drink together, and she was just really cool. I had to go. I was meeting my parents for dinner, and so I gave her my number, and she actually called me.
Okay.
Wow.
I like this girl. She's really forward.
Yeah, it's
You know?
awesome.
She was really cool, and I mean, dinner was awesome. I picked her up for dinner, took her out, nice restaurant. I wanted to, impress her. I really, thought there could potentially be something there. And
Let's talk about the dinner for a second, because your email said that you think the item that you chose to eat might be scaring her off. And after reading your email, I've got to say, I agree wholeheartedly, you madman.
What did you order? This is killing me because I can't imagine ever not calling a guy over what he ate.
I just ordered a salad.
That's what I'm talking about.
But wait, like a dinner salad or like a side salad or like a meal salad?
It doesn't matter.
There's a
Salad.
big difference.
It doesn't
There is.
really matter. The point is, Kyle, why do you think ordering a salad is not getting you a call back?
Well, I mean, some girls that I've been on dates with have seemed offended that at dinner I only ordered like a small salad.
Really?
I mean, I tell them they can eat whatever they want, but I'm only going to order a small salad. And sometimes in the past, girls have seemed offended by it.
I could see, I could honestly see, I would feel like you were judging me for what I was eating, especially if you added the line, you can eat whatever you want, but I am diet conscious and
Okay.
I am going to order a salad.
Yeah,
I
when you
could
put it
see
that
that.
way,
I mean, it
yeah.
sounds kind of pretentious almost.
But like, I really don't care what they eat. I try to treat my body well, and so I mean that's
Okay, see, now
that's what I
you are
You
sounding
see?
pretentious. Like, yeah, you can go ahead and order some sort of fried something. I don't put anything like that in my body. Is that the way you posed it to her?
No, that's not the way that. I mean, like when I told her, she seemed surprised but not put out. So I can't imagine that that's the way it came out of my mouth.
But couldn't you, I mean, if this honestly has been a problem for you in the past, can't you just make an exception for one date night to maybe get, crazy chicken or something?
No, like I only eat salads for dinner. That is all that I eat.
Why?
Wow.
My body is a temple. I work incredibly hard to make sure that I stay in good shape.
Yeah.
I feed myself well. I take vitamins. I exercise. I want to make sure that my body is in the best possible shape.
Hearing you say this, did you harp on that the whole time?
No, I mean, like we talked about her dog. We talked about my family. I mean, we had it. She seemed a little surprised, not put out, like I said. And then from there, conversation went very well.
Can I ask, I think it's important to know, what did she order for dinner if you only had a little tiny salad?
She ordered a steak.
Okay,
Nice.
so maybe she wasn't put out by it. Maybe she didn't care what you ate at all.
When the steak came out, like I even like to reinforce that it was an okay decision. I said, "Good for you." I really didn't care what she ordered. I told her, I was like, "That steak looks really hearty."
Really?
No,
Hey, that's a
not.
hefty meal you got there, lady. Good work.
That's like when my dad growing up would tell me I'm good German working stock and I was built to carry heavy things. You know, they're just not things that you want to hear.
So how did she react after you told her that her meal was hearty?
She dug in immediately and cleaned her plate.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like the food thing bothered her that much, but that's all
Either
you
that
can
or
think.
she was doing it out of spite.
Guys, I don't think it was contentious like you're kind of making it out to be. I mean, she got to eat what she wanted. I got to eat what I wanted.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Did you guys kiss at the end of the night?
So at the end of the night, drove her home, and I'd been working up the courage all night to kiss her, and she looked at me. We made eye contact, and I leaned in to kiss her, and she turned her head and gave me a hug, and I ended up like almost kissing her ear.
Oh, no.
I think it was just a miscommunication. I mean, it was a little awkward, but I mean, it was the first date. I understand. I did think that I would get a kiss. It had gone well, but called her. I sent her text, and I was looking to you guys for some help.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, man. Hold on.
Hello.
Moving 92.5. Brook and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, I'll do something I don't normally do at the beginning of these. I'll go ahead and act out the first date
What?
that this guy went on. Yeah. Kyle is on the phone with us, and he wants us to call a girl named Lena today. I'll go ahead and act out their first date. They were sitting there at the table, and here's what happened. The waiter came up and asked what they would have to eat. And Kyle said, I'll just have a little salad. Just
That's not what he sounds
Can I have a
like.
tiny little salad and maybe just some low-cal dressing on the side? I might just dip my fork in it so there's a little bit of dressing on just each bite, but I'm not going to have too much dressing. And my sweet love, Lena, over there, what would you like? And Lena was like, I'll have a steak. I want a big steak and make it as rare as possible, please. I want to hear that thing moo on my plate because I like steak.
It's like
Kyle, would you say that's a good representation of your date?
It's a funny representation.
Oh,
but
okay.
that's nowhere near what happened.
I'm surprised you didn't say uncanny.
Kyle is on the phone. He wants to call Lena. He thinks the reason she's not calling him back is because he only had a salad on their date and she ate a steak. And at one point he said to her, hey, don't worry about eating that steak. That's a hearty little meal you got there.
So bad.
Which could be taken the wrong way. But he said the date was good. It ended with an awkward moment where he tried to give her a kiss and she gave him a hug. And she hasn't talked to him ever since. Kyle, we're about to call her. Any last words?
I would just like the chance to explain it and see if she'd be willing to go out on another date. Maybe I could take her out. I mean, I could have tea. She could have coffee or whatever she wants. I don't
I'll
drink
have
caffeine.
a coffee and a steak. I'm a hard-eating lady.
I feel like you should just skip any food dates
Yeah.
from now on. Like, go for a hike or something.
I
Drop
hope
it.
when she picks up, that's literally what she sounds like. Hello?
This is Lena. All right,
girl.
I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go, Kyle.
You guys are really funny.
Yeah, all right. Here we go, man.
Hello?
Hi, I was trying to get a hold of Lena.
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Lena, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and he actually emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone.
Wait, you're a radio station?
Yes.
You work for a radio station?
No, I am the radio station.
You are the radio
Yes. We do a
being
segment.
serious?
Yeah, I am. We do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date Update. Kyle told us that he went on a date with you, and he would love to see you again, except you're not answering any of his phone calls or text messages.
Okay.
So he asked us if we could get you on the phone and find out if something went wrong.
It's like a real thing. Like, people call in and
Yeah.
like,
It sounds dumb.
It
Very
happens.
real.
It happens all the
you're
time.
really a radio station. This is like a real thing.
I promise. I'm just calling on behalf of Kyle. He wants to know what happened.
Yeah, he's nice. Yeah,
Okay.
What a rave review.
Sounds like you're dodging the question quite a bit there.
I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know. What did he tell you?
He told us that he met you at a bar and you guys went out for dinner. He said that he thinks you're not calling him back because he only ate a salad on your date. I thought that was stupid, but
Oh, that's really endearing, actually.
Was he condescending to you about like you eating your steak, your hearty choice?
He told you I ordered a steak?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
This was really detailed. This was kind of intimate. Were you guys like
Well, we
on the
talked to
date
him.
with us?
We talked to him for a
We had
while.
secret cameras set up.
And he said he thinks the reason you're not calling him back is because he ordered a salad and you ate a steak, and you might have thought that that was kind of weird and judgy of him.
I had high hopes for this one. You know, we met at the bar, and he was a perfect gentleman and seemed really sweet, and we got along great. He seemed totally normal.
He seemed, which means he wasn't totally normal.
Yeah, it's always the ones that seem normal that are the weirdos. I don't know if that's...
So what did he do that was so weird?
He just did something, like, throughout the whole night, actually, that was just totally grossed me out, to be honest.
He did
What
something
was
that
it?
was nasty?
Yeah, it was nasty, like, beyond gross. It totally disgusted me.
What was he doing?
This happened, like, 3 or 4 times, but throughout dinner, the whole evening, he would just casually, still gives me chills thinking about it. He would just, like, casually take out his car keys and dig around in his ear and pull out, like, a wad of earwax.
Shut up! Did you just say what I think you said? That is so gross.
He did that, like, 3 or 4 times, and I'm just sitting across from him, like,
Oh my
like he
God.
didn't even flinch, like not even, like, batted an eye that was unusual. It
Was he just-
so weird?
Talking to you the whole time while he's cleaning out his ears?
Like casual, like just like continuing conversation, like nothing was wrong or weird or strange about the fact that he was like rooting around in his ear for like some magical nug of earwax. It was
How did you not say anything to him? I mean, like, I could see, like, maybe 1 or 2 times and you're shocked, but by the 3rd time, that is so gross.
I think I was just dumbfounded, and like the kicker, the whole thing, like the last time he did it, he actually sniffed the key before he put it back in his pocket.
Oh, man.
That was it for me. That was the end.
How'd you even finish your meal? I would have been grossed out and not have been able to eat anything.
I think I just kept looking at the ground and at the table, just hoping that it would go away. But when I looked up, he's still doing it. He's still digging around in there.
Oh my God.
Is that why you totally dodged his kiss at the end?
Oh, he told you that too. Oh my God.
Yeah, he did.
Jeez, man. Do we have any privacy? Yeah, I mean, at that point, I was like, all right, let's just get through this. I'm like, my thought, I just kept thinking, like, if that's what you do on a date during dinner, like, what
Yeah.
else do you do in private? Or, like, what else do you do in general? Like, I don't know. Like, my mind just kind of kept revolving around, like, other gross things you
Oh
could
my
be doing.
God.
That is disgusting.
I'm so
sorry you
grossed
had
out
to
just-
see that.
Oh, I'm grossed out
Yeah,
listening
me
to
too.
it.
Hey, Lena, I'm not actually sure if he can hear because it sounds like he's got a lot of wax in his ears, but Kyle is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
The what?
Yeah.
So wait, let me get this straight. Your complaint, your big problem with the date is that I was cleaning wax out of my ears?
Oh, it's so gross.
It's not that you were just cleaning earwax out of your ear. It's that you were doing it with a key at the dinner table while we were having dinner, like repeatedly.
First off, I didn't realize that I was doing it, but there's nothing disgusting about freeing your body of toxins. There's nothing weird about making sure that you don't have wax build up in your ears. I'm always dealing with that. I'm always working to get the toxins out of my body. I'm trying to keep myself healthy. And earwax is unhealthy for you. It's a toxin. And, like normally I try to, get my ears rinsed out on a regular basis. But that day I was busy. I was running late. And I didn't realize it was that noticeable.
I don't even, I don't know what to say. It was so gross and it was so noticeable. Like, I'm surprised that I made it through dinner.
It's a bad habit, but I'm sure you have bad habits, and I don't judge you because you ate with your mouth open.
Excuse me? I was not eating with my mouth open. I wasn't raised in a barn like you that, believes that you can just pick your earwax out of the dinner table. Like, that is so different from you, like, scraping stuff out of your body and putting it on display at dinner. That is disgusting.
Look, I'm taking toxins out of my body. I had to sit there at dinner and watch you fill your body full of poison. Watch you eat
Oh
that
my
steak.
God,
Do
is
you know
that
how long a
for your-
steak stays in your intestinal tract?
It does stay for a long
Oh
time.
my God.
My gosh.
Hey,
What
Kyle,
is your
there's a
problem,
big
Kyle?
difference between pulling out your keys and rooting around in your ear. And then also she said you were smelling it. You don't remember doing that, or do you remember doing that?
I don't remember doing that. Sometimes I do smell the wax to make sure it just smells healthy and not incredibly toxic.
It smells healthy. It smells like wax.
Kyle, what are you talking about? How are you just like really embarrassed right now, and this is some weird defense thing that you're doing? Because...
No, I'm not embarrassed by it. Okay, I didn't realize I was doing it there at the table, but it's something, I'm incredibly health conscious. It's something that I do. I have bad habits, you have bad, we all have bad habits. At least she's finding out on the first date.
No.
I don't know what kind of other bad habits you have, but that is a total reason to not go on a second date with someone. Like that is the epitome of why I would not go on a date with someone. Especially if you think it's like a healthy choice. Like that's kind of horrifying. Like what else do you do? Do you like pick your nose to clear your toxins out? Smell that too, or like taste that?
No, obviously you don't take care of yourself. You don't take
Really?
care of yourself.
I don't taking around and
You're
getting your
meat.
earwax out is taking care of yourself and eating a salad every
Absolutely.
whatever.
I keep my body clean. I keep my body free of toxins, and I will not apologize for that.
Man, well, you're gonna keep your life free of women after this. Like, no one's gonna date a guy like that.
Well,
That's a good point.
I think this is a good time to ask, Lena.
Whoa, dude.
Would you like to go out with Kyle again on a second date? It sounds like you two have hit it off and have some common ground here.
Oh yeah. Oh sure. Yeah. Hell no.
I will pay.
God.
If you guys go out on a second date, I will go with you, and I will clean his ear out the whole time, so he doesn't have to do it.
I don't know if I can
You couldn't
watch
You
that.
couldn't pay me to go on a second date with her at this point.
Oh wow!
Oh, man.
All right.
That
Well,
is
Kyle,
so
at least you know
weird.
why she wasn't calling you back now.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for saving me from this nightmare. I'm thrilled that I won't be going on a second date with Lena.
Yeah, there's a lot of other ladies out there who love earwax, dude. Don't worry about it.
Brook and Jubal in the morning.